I will first start with defining language. We will first try to understand what basically is language. Then we'll move on to how we inherit a language. We'll talk about the first language. We'll talk about the second language acquisition. We'll talk about the personal factors that affect the second language, the social factors, the cultural factors, the affective factors, and so on. We will also try to understand different theories that are connected to the world of language. Now, first of all, if you have to consider the definitions, different ways in which language is defined. The first very important definition is given by Fromkin and Rodman in the year 1974. Language is that system by which sounds and meanings are related. Language is that system by which sounds and meanings are related. So Fromkin and Rodman are giving importance to sounds and the connection of sounds with the meanings in language. Now let us study about the basics of language, basics of ELT, and basics of linguistics. Now the first language is the mother tongue. We all know that. Babbling is considered to be the first stage of language acquisition when we are small, when we try to learn a new language. Babbling is, what does babbling mean? Babbling means the first or initial sounds of language. Now, what is second language acquisition? Second language acquisition stands for learning a language which is apart from your native language. First language is known as L1 and the second language is known as L2. The primary language is always dominant in our system, but it can change. Suppose you speak Hindi, but you shift to America. After 6 years of living in America, you will technically start speaking in English more and you will lose your grip over Hindi language, though your primary language was Hindi. So primary language is always dominant, but it can change due to several factors. And primary language may not necessarily be the first language. A child born in England will learn English first rather than his mother tongue. Now, what are the personal factors that affect the second language? First factor is obviously age. Age is the factor that will affect your second language acquisition. It is said that children between 1 to 6 years of age learn foreign languages better. And adults cannot have a grip over foreign languages. But if children between age of 1 to 7 are made to learn foreign languages, they will never forget the language. But when we as adults learn some foreign language, we forget because we don't interact in that language. We just complete a course and then the language keeps on slipping. We need an atmosphere to speak that foreign language. We need interaction with people in that particular foreign language.